Investigation of the Clinton Foundation, and it could be getting a boost from the investigation into Hillary Clinton's email as well. Oklahoma Senator James Lankford is a Republican on the Intelligence Committee, also serves on the Homeland Security Committee, so a lot of all of this crossing over your work. Good to have you with us today, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be with you.
You know, when we got the word that the foundation was definitely also under investigation and that there was a large number of FBI agents who had been on this for some time, my mind went back to the testimony that the FBI director, James Comey, gave before Congress. He was asked about that. Are you guys looking into the foundation? And he said that he did not have anything to report on that at that time. What do you make of the fact that they've been into this for some time?
Yeah, it's not just into it. It's 4 different field offices, all have independent investigations. They're all trying to communicate back with the Department of Justice, finding 4 different field offices, different parts of the country that all have information separately. And then there's also another investigation that in the course of that investigation starts bringing up issues of government corruption, dealing with the Clinton Foundation as well. And so all of these are trying to be pieced together. It looks like Washington, D.C. and Justice Department have kept trying to tell the field office there's nothing to see here, move on. And all the field offices say if this was anyone else, we would have already opened an open investigation here and would be active. Yeah. So we're starting to get a glimpse of the behind-the-scenes conversation happening at the FBI between the D.C. office and between the field offices. Those are actually doing investigations, and those who are trying to manage it at the Department of Justice.
What do you make of that? You know, we've heard a lot about the dissension and the frustration on the part of these field officers who have a job to do, and investigating these cases is what they are assigned to, and then they go up the chain of command, it seems, based on this reporting, and they're getting pushback, most likely from the Department of Justice, that, you know, move along, as you said. There's nothing there.
Right, and this is one of the great long-term damages to the country. It's not just the election process, which obviously we need transparency. We need to know if there is corruption to be able to deal with it as an American people. But it's the effect of what this does to the FBI. The FBI has been seen as an apolitical organization, that they work independently. They go after government corruption. They go after white-collar crime. Everywhere where they see the evidence, they allow the evidence to be able to take them that direction. Their investigations are often very long. They take a very long time. James Cartwright, that general, that's a 4-year investigation to walk through that to finally get to the appointment of an indictment and to approach that. To be able to rush through investigations, not look at evidence, or to be able to push down and say, no, don't take a look at that, diminishes the role of the men and women that serve at the FBI, that should serve in such a way that they don't care what the faith, what the political party, what the background is for any individual. If there's corruption, and treat everyone the same. If we hurt that reputation, it's a long-term effect on the nation.
Yeah. There's some specific instances that they're looking into, including UBS Bank, and perhaps some overlap between some regulatory issues that they were concerned about, and then payments that were made to the Clinton Foundation. So there's some very specific parts of this case that they are looking into. Now, back in July, you called for the security clearances to be pulled for a number of individuals based on these investigations. And let's put up who that includes. Secretary Clinton, Huma Abedin, Cheryl Mills, and Jake Sullivan, and others in the State Department. Is that something that you're pursuing and that you think should be more seriously pursued in light of all of this?
I'm not asking for anything different than what we would do for any other American. Any other individual that was under an investigation about security clearance violations or about sharing classified information would lose their clearance during that investigation and would say, you don't have access to it right now, we'll see if it's going to be restored again. For whatever reason, that has not happened in this case. Now, understand, for a presidential candidate of Hillary Clinton, and if she's elected, that she would have security clearance. But Huma Abedin, Cheryl Mills, all these other individuals should have their clearance revoked until everything is cleared up, until we know all the facts, and then we'll see what actually the evidence takes us to. But somehow they're being treated different. I'm just asking for individuals to be treated the same, regardless of their last name and regardless of their title.
Yeah. Quite a story. Thank you very much, Senator. Good to have you with us today.
Great. Thank you.
So we just watched a moment ago